Okay, so this is day 3 of a 10-day juice fast. I have a plan of doing a 10-day juice fast from the 1st to the 10th of every month, March, April, May, and June. And this is to take off the 15 pounds, maybe a little more, that I gained from last September to, let's say, January. And I already did a 10-day juice fast somewhere in January, I think it was. And usually, generally, I've talked about this before, I gain 20 pounds from the fall to the winter because I have a big project that I do. I work, and I eat, and I gain 20 pounds. And that, I really didn't want that to happen this year. Well, I gained about 16 pounds, maybe a little more. But I didn't get to 20, so that's progress, right? Progress, not perfection. And but now I'm in the same boat, and one of the main reasons I didn't want to gain the weight is because it takes so much effort and attention to take it off. And that's where I'm at now. And so, but if I do put the weight on, I do take it off, and I do put the attention in and the time and the effort. So that's where I'm at now. Now that I have the luxury of time and attention, I can reverse engines, and thank goodness I have juice fasting to go to, because it works. It stops. It's like you're just not eating food, and so it takes all that food subject off the table. And I'm being actually pretty good this juice fast. I'm on day 3. I didn't have the presence of mind to jump on day 1, which I like to chronicle from the beginning to the end. But I'm on day 3, and let me look at my numbers here. Problem was I was topping off at 138, 137 point something, 138 about a week ago. And I had kind of got myself a little under control before that. I took a few pounds off from low fat, just consciously eating more lower fat foods. But I knew I had to do something because it just wasn't working. And, I had to go to my really effective tool of juicing, which I'm doing now. One of the things that has been occurring to me in the past couple months is meeting people who have eaten themselves close to death, very close. These are 2 men who've had open heart surgery, one a quadruple bypass, the other some type of, heart surgery. Both of them are at least 80 pounds overweight, which means they've eaten themselves into a corner. And, both people I gave them the information on Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead movie, and, encouraged them to juice fast. One investigated it. The other one, said he had it covered with another diet, intermittent fasting. I wish them the best. But my experience is that if you want really profound, quick results that are doable for a basic human, juice fasting is, for me, the only tool that I've found that's healthy, safe, and effective. And you can just keep using it. I'm coming into like 200 days of juicing, over a period of 5 or 6 years. It's frightening to me to think what the condition my body would be in if I didn't have this tool. Would I be 80 pounds overweight? Probably. I might have done something else, but I don't know what that would be. Given, the life that I have, we only have so many resources in terms of time and attention. Unless you're totally at leisure, have the leisure to exercise 3 or 4 hours a day, which, I don't, or the inclination. It's frightening to me to think of the condition that I'd be in. So I can empathize with these men who are in this situation. I don't judge them. I only wish that they weren't there, and that they had, somehow nature had, given them this tool years ago so that they wouldn't have to go through the open heart surgery. And the idea that somehow this, these radical, invasive, painful solutions are, a way to go. It's like, if that can be avoided, to me, that's what needs to be done, is prevention. Nip it in the bud before you get to the point where you have to spend, I'm sure these operations are also extremely expensive, like let's say $100,000 at least for each one, probably maybe more. Not to mention the pain and suffering. And when you think of the cost of a juice fasting is expensive. I've been buying prepared juices. I've been buying the Suja green juice, the tall bottle, which is like $8 or $9, and I picked up a carrot juice prepared. It's not cold pressed, which is not ideal, but pretty good, pretty close. And that was like $9. It's when you get to the checkout, it's expensive, but when you compare a little extra in your food, ticket when you check out, as opposed to, $250,000, $100,000 here, $100,000 there, pain and suffering, hospital stays. Yeah, sure, you're keeping the economy going because you're employing people, but it's a misuse of funds, I believe. And also, these are just kind of like keeping people from, the brink. Whereas if you actually, like Joe Cross, who was at the brink, he actually lives a healthy, fulfilling, vibrant life in a physiology that's supporting him. He has completely reversed that trend and stabilized himself, in a healthy body. And he was a relatively young man when he made that movie. I think maybe early 40s. So let's say he's maybe late 50s now. And, it shouldn't be a terminus point, like early 40s, late 50s. That should, he should have a lot more time on that engine. And he does, and he did it, and it can be done. And that, to me, that is the preferable way to go. So anyway, so I just wanted to check in. I'm doing pretty good on the juice fast. I am buying these prepared juices just because the whole juicing, cleaning the juicer, it was kind of more than I could deal with. I've had some nice fruity juices, watermelon, honeydew. What else did I have? There was pineapple. I had some, cold pressed orange juice I was throwing in there. I do my tomato Bloody Mary juice. I haven't been drinking any sugar, which is good. The last time, my results were less than optimum because I couldn't stop drinking my brisk English tea with raw sugar and lemon. And this time I haven't had any sugar, which is great. I have been eating some fresh breath mints, sugar-free breath mints, just to kind of ease myself into it. I pop one in my mouth every once in a while. Gives me that chewing sensation, So, but no sugar, and that's really good. And my weight, I got down to 133.8 yesterday. I was 134.2 today. So that's day 2 and 3. I started out at 134.8. So really only a half-pound weight loss in 3 days. Well, 2 days, really. But I was 137.2 1, 2, 3, 4 days ago. So it's kind of fluctuating a little bit. But I really feel like I'm going to get some good results. And the main thing is my vision. Like I will not let go of this vision of myself at my optimum weight of 118. I love the way I feel when I'm 100 in the low 20s and I just bound out of bed and I just feel so like a kid, like just so vibrant in my body and so, ready for action, so light. I can run forever. It's just, you get a new lease on life. And I just can't let go of that vision. So it's like swimming to shore, and last fall the waves pounded me back. They just pushed me back out to sea. But now the waves have subsided and I'm swimming again, and I'm excited about swimming because what's the alternative? The alternative just keep getting swept away out to sea, losing control, losing my vision, losing that vision of the shore. And it's a worthy vision. I look better in my clothing. I'm doing a lot of sewing right now, and really excited about making really nice dresses, custom made, but everything looks better for me on a lean body, on a lean frame. And slender is really the only way to go for me, the way I'm built. So that's sort of my only option in terms of good results. So anyway, so that's it. That's all I have to share today. I'm going to try to check in when I can, and just share with you my journey as it helps me it motivates me to get to the next day and the next day. And the reality is I have the rest of my life to eat. It's like I am actually so grateful not to be eating right now. I have a lot of gratitude that I don't have to deal with food at all. Juice, cleaning the juicer, all that good stuff, shopping. But I'm just grateful that my body is feeling lighter, and I know I'm doing good stuff for myself, and I just don't have to engage food because I am a chow hound. By nature, I am a chow hound. And I have to constantly be pulled up short and stop. And I'm in, okay, you got my attention. Okay, was I doing something wrong? Yeah, you were doing something wrong. So just stay with the juice, just do what you need to do to get yourself into a better spot, because I like being in a better spot. I really do. And I'm all about solutions. I'm all about taking the actions for better outcome and a happy, joyous life. So that's all I have to share today. I will check in again when I can on my 10 day juice fast journey in March 2020.